Do you ever have the problem of swimming across the pool and feeling out of breath or panicky? Just one time across the pool. Who else is having this problem? Everybody else seems to go over and over again, right? What is going on for you? I've got 3 steps if this is you. Tune in here. Recently, somebody asked me this question. Again, it comes up really frequently that maybe you have good physical fitness in other areas of your life, or you see swimming and you're like, it looks so easy and like it shouldn't take any work at all. I want to learn to swim because it's relaxing and fun and effortless. But when I go across, it's like one time gasping or hurrying up and I can't wait to get there. It seems like that end is never going to come. How do we resolve this? Here we go. I'm going to give you 3 things. Everything we do, we really take in the mindset and the physical steps, because the mistake that people make when they have a difficult time getting across that one lap is they think, I need to change my technique of my swimming skill. Now, there might be techniques that you can improve upon. Michael Phelps swims thousands and thousands of yards tweaking and changing technique. So there's always technique that we can change. But oftentimes the root and how we really work through why this single lap is so hard goes way beyond technique. So we're going to dive into those today. Number 1, if you have been in the water and you did make it across the pool, this is the first thing I want you to do. I want you to take a look at that and to see what went well. We are very good at criticizing ourselves and showing ourselves all the ways that didn't go well and it should have been like this and should have been like that. But hang on, when we dive into everything that doesn't go well, that is just the narrative that you are going to create more of in your life. What is the narrative we want to create more of in our life? The stuff that didn't go well or the stuff that did go well? We want to see that there is at least a kernel. Now, it could just be the kernel of I survived. Look at me, I survived. Great. I got into the pool and I survived. Yay! That's what we're celebrating. But we need to ground into what is true and what is useful. What is it that you want to grow from that experience of going across the pool or whatever distances that you have completed? Before you go to criticizing it, see what did go well, because we want to have a place to foster and increase and bring more of. The second thing I want you to look at when you think about the swimming that you have done so far, whatever that is, good, bad, ugly, I don't care what it is, I want you to notice where your attention was. Was your attention in your body, feeling the connection between your body and the water, just being in the present moment? Or were you out ahead of yourself? Oftentimes when people set about doing lap swimming, or you get into a lake and you're like, let's go to that buoy over there. We're very destination focused, which by definition means you are not in your body. If you are not present to your body, then you can't be effective at using it. We have to drop into where we are. So you can set a target, you can set an aim. I think I want to go to there. Great. That gives a nice little parameter. In order to get there, you have to be in charge of this body that you're in. So you have to bring your attention back here. So the next time you I want you just to evaluate that for yourself. Where are you mentally and where are you paying attention? What are you noticing? Where are you? This is going to give you the information. Back to this idea about skills. Am I connected to the water or not? Do I feel how my hand moves me through the water? Am I rushing to get to the next step? Am I paying attention to my breath? Or am I just out trying to get across the other side of the pool? Do I notice the space that I went from breathing easily to not paying attention to my breath and now I'm gasping for the air? This is the kind of information that we get when we drop back into our bodies. If you want to make a change to your swimming, you have to come in and get that information. And this brings to the third thing. I have a rule. If you've been watching my videos, you may have heard this rule before, but I have a rule that air always has to be easy. this is the biggest reason why people get out of breath, why they overwork in the water, is because they are holding their breath for a very long time saying, I get to get air at this particular external moment in time. You know, if I was just to walk around my room right now and say, I'm not allowed to breathe until I pass up and down my room 15 times, I would be out of breath. Because I'm not tuning in and taking care of what my body needs for air right now. Now, in my room on land, I can do that activity because air is always easy. So if I want to just like, nope, I can't make it to 15 times across my room, I can just get the air and it's okay. We have to have that same space when you're in the water. That air always has to be easy. If you're feeling panicky or a little out of control, most often the root cause of that is about the air. Do you know that you can get air easily anytime you want? Do you have multiple ways in which you can get air easily anytime you want? These are the foundational things that we need to build into that swimming practice that are more important than getting a particular distance. When we pay attention to the foundational things that happen in the body, then we can get the clues of what is sucking up that energy, preventing you from getting across the pool in a calm, confident way. I've got a new guide for you about somatic activities. These are things that are not necessarily done in part of the Learn to Swim, because we can practice this idea of mindful actions in lots of places. It'll help your swimming and it'll help you in other areas of your life. This is help feeding into getting started with that mindful guide. That's a first step. Coming out to a retreat to learn to swim in a pool, learn to swim in the ocean, or learn to use somatic healing activities to understand how to combine both mindfulness and an action. How do we bring both of these things together to have joy in your life? All right, send in those questions. Let me hear what's going on for you so I can answer your questions. Thanks. Bye.